Goal Digger. Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, coming in for a podcast party. We are on episode 62. Can you believe it? Sometimes my mind wants to blow up when I think about that many podcasts that are out there that you might be listening to, because I don't know about you, but when I find one that I like, I tend to binge watch. What's really cool, you guys, I'm live streaming this on Instagram. Hey, Instagrammers, comment below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm doing evening, which I haven't done in a really long time. So if a lot of you come on right now, I'm going to come and do these on evening time, okay? I'm going to stream this as a premiere live on my business page tomorrow on the Goal Digger Girl. That's the power of repurposing your content, which is really, really cool. And today we're going to talk about getting lit. Who is pumped up? I hope you are. But for real, a lot of you are probably coming out of the summer slump. You might still be in the summer slump. Some people really get in a little bit of a funk. So if that's you, we're going to talk about how to get out of that funk. But I also want to know, we've got some people commenting. I knew you. Okay, cool. Thanks. I just want to know, how are you feeling about your business right now? Is it in momentum? Is it stalled, or is it declining? I want to know. Be honest, because everyone can see that everybody's in different places. But June and July, the double J months, are historically the worst months of the year. I know it's a little bit different. I have some people that I work with over in Australia, so your winters are, or right now is your winter, right? And your summer's December, January. But for most of you, right now is a really tough time. So we're going to talk about that. But let me go ahead and start recording the podcast right now, and you guys can follow along. It's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome everyone to the Goal Digger Girls podcast, where we talk about crushing your goals and creating the life of your dreams. I'm Kimberly Olson, your hostess, and today for episode 62, we're going to talk about getting lit. How excited are you guys? PG-13, of course, really focusing on your business. How can you make sure you are being effective, staying in activity, and really getting the results that you want? Because at the end of the day, everybody can learn the skills, just like Eric Worre says in GoPro. You can learn the skills you need to have the success that you want as long as you don't quit. As long as you don't quit and you keep going and you are coachable, you will get there. You're not going to feel like it. You're going to feel like you're in the desert for 40 years, not sure if there's going to ever be the promised land. You are going to feel like that. But I promise you, if you stick with it, you will get the results that you want. Now this is backwards, but I really wish you guys could see it because it's super cute. I got it from the Rank Makers website. It says, do it anyway, which is really fun. I was wearing it today out and about, and people were like, what does her shirt say? I'm like, just freaking do it. But I thought this shirt would be appropriate for this topic right now. So what I want to teach you guys is my lit model. So I actually am trademarking this. I looked and no one has taken it, so it's my thing, okay? I noticed I kept saying it over and over again, and I was like, oh my gosh, this has to be the foundation of everything. So lit means learn, implement, and take action. Okay, learn, implement, and take action. Or a sub variation could be learn, implement, and teach your teams, okay? So with this model, which we're going to talk about today, it's going to help you to make sure you're not getting stuck in learning mode or personal development mode and all of that kind of stuff, okay? So before we get into it, I'm going to read one of the reviews on my podcast. If you haven't already, please leave a review. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, wherever podcasts are. Please leave a review. You might be featured on here. If you get featured, I want you to shoot me an email at thegoaldiggergirl, it's G-O-A-L, thegoaldiggergirl@gmail.com, and I will give you a special gift. Okay, so this week is from LRW001. It says, must listen. I cannot say enough amazing things about Kimberly. She is so detail-oriented and full of information. I do like my information. She has helped me with my business and personal life tremendously. You will not regret listening. And yeah, I think sometimes I do tell people about we do talk about their personal lives. I think that when I coach people, a lot of times it's personal stuff too, because we forget it all goes together. How our personal life, how it's going, it impacts our business and vice versa. It's just how it works. So thank you for that review, LRW001. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so let's get into it. So learn, implement, teach. So I was recently, was able to participate as a speaker in the Top Summit. Some of you are following along, watching the post on my page, even here on Instagram. It was such an honor. It was amazing. It was incredible. Everything about it was magical. I will be going to the next one if you guys can make it. It's in, I think, Naples, Florida in maybe February. So just search thetopsummit.com. You can go there and get the information. And a really, really cool thing stood out to me. Fraser Brooks gave an example of if you have too much personal development, then you are literally you're just doing personal development and you're staying in the same spot. You're just kind of in this circle, right? If you're just taking action, but you're not developing yourself, you're not going to grow as a person and evolve that as you need to be able to get the results that you want. So I want to challenge you to be really honest with yourself and ask yourself on a typical day, how much time do you spend on personal development stuff, and how much time do you spend on your income producing activities? So your income producing activities are anything that's going to help you grow your business and make more money. So I remember back in 2003, I was 23 years old, and I had my first office with Vector Marketing. So I was an independent contractor. So it was my whole thing. I paid the receptionist. I negotiated the office lease. I built out the lease. I hired a reception staff, ads. I mean, all the things. Okay, I was 23 years old. It was a little crazy. And I'll never forget when I was talking to my coach within the company. He said, you're never going to take out the trash. And I said, what? Yes, I am. Right? I'm not paying somebody to take out the trash. He goes, you're never going to take the trash out again. It's not because it's beneath you. It's because it's not going to make you money. So every single thing you do every day, if you find yourself organizing or doing whatever, even office furniture, he's like, don't spend the money on new office furniture. Go get used office furniture and spend that money on more money on ads. So when you start to think about how you're spending your day, I want you to constantly ask yourself, is this an income producing activity? Is this going to make me money? Now, sometimes you might not know, because if you do a Facebook Live, you're like, well, it's not going to make me money today, but could somebody watch that video and reach out to you? Could you put a call to action in that video, and then they reach out to you and they want to know more about what you're doing? Yes, the answer is yes. So I'm going to take a quick break here to share with you something I'm really excited about, and we'll come back in and talk more about the implementation of the LIT model. Now, if this is helping you, drop some fire below, drop an emoji below. If you're listening, just shout out loud, yes, Kimberly, this is totally helping me. I need a little kick in the pants. Because you guys, if I hear one more person tell me, I'm a little sassy on you. If I hear one more person tell me, oh, I work 10 to 12 hours a day and I'm not getting any results, I know the truth because I coach people privately and I say, give me your numbers for real, and they're lying. You're lying. You're not lying intentionally, you're lying to yourself. Because you do personal development for 2 hours in the morning, then you go for a run, then you spend a little bit of time with your husband, maybe you drop your kids off at school, come back, you're catching up on some emails, maybe you get into Messenger, it's 10 o'clock by now, you're like, okay, I need to post on social media, so you go post, you get up to go do something, so 2 hours have gone by, you've got all your posting done, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm tired, I need to take a nap. Or maybe you're working a job and you're just like, oh, I gotta go to my job. Oh, I'm working so much. You're not, because how much time was spent on income producing activities? That's what I wanna know. So really cool thing you can do for yourself, it's gonna really, really help you, is to get honest with yourself, but I want you to do a time study for me. I had to do this with my old boss. She was like, the devil wears Prada. I'm gonna tell this to you real quick. So it was my very first day. I was not qualified for this job. It was a training director position. I was like 25, so not qualified, but I wanted this job so bad. I wanted to get out of sales, and you know me, I love training. So I read the thing. I'm like, I have to have this job. So I got the job. I'm sitting at my desk. I swear in my life, she comes in. She's like, oh, hey. Okay, what you're gonna do, and she starts talking, like I didn't even have a pen and paper. She's like, okay, you're gonna go to Albion, because this is Michigan, you're gonna go to Albion, you're gonna train all the people for 3 days, and then you're gonna go here, and then this is the hotel, call Mary for travel, and then you're gonna get a gas card for your car. Oh yeah, you have a car out in the parking lot, you don't need to use your own, you actually get a car. I was like, I get a car? She literally went like that and then walked off. And she was like, the devil wears Prada. Like, you do not go to her office. I think I was in her office like 5 times in the matter of like 3 years. So anyways, totally off topic. And I don't even remember I was telling you guys that, but I wanted to tell you about her. and what I learned from her. And I kid you not, you guys, that kind of scarred me a little bit, and I think I just regressed a little bit. So I don't remember what I was talking about, but you guys can tell me what I was talking about. So let's get back into it. Okay, so the LIT model is learn, implement, teach. So this is what I was going to tell you about her. She taught me 15-minute time blocking. She made all the managers turn on an Excel spreadsheet down to 15 minutes, and it was coded with your activity. So it couldn't be, talking to prospects or at Starbucks. No, you had to check the chart and put that in. Like, it could not be anything but work and we were all full-time salary. Crazy, right? So we had to do 15-minute time blocking. And so we had to show her what we were doing for 15 minutes. Now, let's say you were teaching a training that was an hour long. You would put 15 minutes 4 times in a row to make up that hour. So my challenge to you is to do a time study. And I want you guys to do for 3 days. And I do the same thing with people when I'm monitoring their food. 3 to 7 days. Just give me 3 days. People are creatures of habit. If I can get 3 days of what you're doing, I can tell you everything that you're doing. Unless it's like some weird fluke, okay? So what you're gonna do is a time study, and you're gonna track your time, every single thing you're doing. I don't care if you have a timer go off every 15 minutes. I want you to write down posting on social media, responding to messages, on the phone with a team member, on a team call, on a training, meditating, working out, reaching out to people. I hope that shows up on there. Following up with people. I want you to do a 3-day time study, and I want you to, if you do a 3-day time study and you send me a screenshot in Messenger and say, here's my 3-day time study, I'm going to give you something like a promo code or whatever. I'll think of something to give you guys. You send that to me, and I'm going to give you a prize, because that's the key to your freedom. Anywhere else you look, people know their numbers. They know what they're doing. They're in income producing activities all the time. Realtors, the only way they get paid is if they're out there hustling. And for you to be stuck is because you're not prospecting. You're not reaching out to people, or you're not putting enough content out to get people reaching out to you, or learning how to do a Facebook Live and incorporate a call to action, or showing up on adding value that people want to find out more about what you're doing. Do you guys see the difference there? So I want you to learn for sure. I want you to implement, and I want you to take action. So Fraser Brooks said, 1 part, 1 part. 1 hour of personal development means 1 hour of income producing activities. But no matter what happens, I want you to get the income producing activities in. Don't put them off until the end of the day. I personally would do them right away. I would do them first, because then they're just done. Okay? So I wanted this to be short and sweet, so I can put this on IGTV as well. Go follow me over there on IGTV. All my videos, every single training I've ever done, outside of the ones in my groups, are on my YouTube channel, The Goal Digger Girl. So you can go over there as well. And then I just did an automation domination workshop tonight. So if you were able to hop on, please share in the comments what you thought of it. I saw you on here, Vanette. Share a comment of what you thought of it. If any of you want to get in on it, if you're on Instagram, shoot me a message and just say, oh, it's actually in my bio right now. Click the link on my bio and it'll take you to the automation domination workshop. If you are on Facebook, just put LINK and I'll send you a message with that as well. And then I'm also going to give you guys the link to The Power of 5. I'm just going to go grab the book for you, but it's over there. The Power of 5 by John Maxwell. It's not sold in stores. It's only sold through ambassadors, and I'm one of the ambassadors. It is amazing. So if you're having a hard time leading people or leading yourself or making connections or knowing how to add value, all the things, every network marketer needs to read this book. You can read the whole thing in an hour and a half, okay? Really, really great first book for a new person joining your team. So I'll give you guys a link for that as well. And last but not least, not this shirt, but I also have Goal Digger gear that you can get as well. Super fun. And the Elephant Sisters is for all of us who want to support each other in network marketing. No mean girl, no cyberbullying. You'll see that shirt. It's super cute. Christy Dully designed the elephant. It's adorable. You all need that shirt. Okay, have a great day. Let me get this wrapped up over here. Until next time, go out there, crush your goals, and create the life of your dreams. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for being on. I so appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you guys later next week, actually. Have a good one.